Alright. We're back. I believe the developer has updated the game a little bit. And he has taken one of the things that I have said seriously. Oh, he's done several things. One, he added a timer. He added some timers into the game for me. Which I told him to do for debugging purposes. And he added some breathing noise. Just so that there's some sort of noise in the game. Oh, you can scroll through the menu now. So, Wolf, if you remember some of the other games we played on stream, this is like another survival kind of based game. Right. It's pretty early on, so, you know. So I can kind of like fly through space, and it has like, you know, some space physics. Right, you know, I'm not pressing anything now, and I kind of move. But whenever I move, cards a crowbar. Oh, updated assets. Whenever I move, it actually costs me oxygen. But I could also just sit on here. And I'll still lose oxygen and stuff, right? But I'll lose it a lot slower. Or I could just sit here and wait for stuff to come to me, but like, let's be real. Nobody's got time for that. So at the moment, I'm just running around gathering stuff for, you know, so we can do anything, right? So we can fly around, we can pick up like metal, some of our basic like survival needs are, you know, hunger and thirst. So we grab some ice. Some ice, not ice. Oxygen is honestly, I think, like the big thing that you need to be grabbing, because it's also like your movement, right? At least at the start. Alright, that's sick. That is very nice. So, but I had complained that he had talked about how most people die within the first couple of minutes of the game so far. And I had told him, well, I think a big part of that is just that people don't realize that when they move out here, that it's costing them oxygen, right? Because I didn't realize that on one of mine. I had assumed it, but when I looked, I was like, oh, my oxygen is not going down. I must have just assumed that because of other games I've played. But it really just was I didn't notice it, I just didn't see it, like, move at that exact moment. Because it does cost you oxygen to move. So he added a noise that plays when you get to, like, critically low oxygen of your character, like, failing to breathe, right? Which I think is good. That's one of the things I had kind of asked for. I think that'll probably help a lot of people. A lot of people are losing their starting platform. I don't really have that problem too much because the map is like static. How does oxygen restore? You use these oxygen tanks. Alright. So now... What the fuck? That's kind of neat. But I think first thing that we should be doing... Okay, actually we should solve our survival needs. We should solve our survival needs. We need a cooker. So, when you build stuff, something that he actually kind of pointed out to me that I hadn't really consciously thought of, everything that I put into this is visible in the actual thing. So this cost 6 metal, 3 wires, 1 battery, 1 oxygen tank, and then 1 glass thing. And you can actually see all of those parts on it, right? So like right here, that's the glass, there are the 6 metals, right? You can see at least 2 of the wires. And then, so for thirst, you just munch on some ice. For food, you can just, potato. Go back, because maybe we can make our potato. Alright. So we've handled our basic survival now. So now let's, let's expand. Expand a dong. This game is poop? Agreed! There is poop in this game. Hello, Sam Stubbings. Wolf. That is the developer for this game. I'm running out of oxygen. Thank you for the low oxygen noise. It is quite good. I have lost health? Did I lose health for hitting that debris? I don't know where I lost health. You can wishlist it on Steam, Wolf. One moment. I would recommend that you wishlist it on Steam. Even if you don't give a shit about Fiverr buying it, wishlisting it on Steam helps him. It's good for stats. Alright. I can crowbar that anchor now? Alright, but here's the thing. How does one make a crowbar? You find it on you find it! Okay, I thought I just needed it. Oh! Yo, this is actually kind of sick. What the hell? Oh, I like that. That is a system I greatly appreciate. I highly recommend doing more of that. Also, you paid $10 for something you could have just asked me to do for you? Hell, dude, I could have recorded some breathing for you. We could have labbed that out here. It's okay, it's a big audio. Okay. So you didn't pay $10 for breathing. And on one instruction. Huzzah! No more useless tether. Tethers are cheap, right? Oh, I didn't tether. Something tells me that's not working quite correctly. Considering it says my tether's length is 1 meter, and I am clearly more than 1 meter away. See, now it's working correctly. I guess it struggles when you're moving and retracting the tether. I don't have any oxygen. Get out the fucking tether! But hello, Alpha. This is the game I was telling you about. It's very early. Also, the developer is in chat. Oh, I like that, man. Do more of that. If you had, like, if the satellite dish becomes one of those things, Something that you can just like crowbar like that, I think that'd be pretty sick. Where did my water go? Did I spend it on something? Don't know, don't care. We're gonna add some lights because it's just very convenient if you add lights. It happened again. Alright, we need wires and stuff of that nature. But now that we have a light, it's like a lot easier to tell what shit is. I feel like dying, man. The headache is hailing me at the moment. Have I seen my message in the Discord? What the hell? This is one of the few Discords that I'm in that I'm not a mod in, so I can't remove it. Oh, hi, Utsumi. But Alpha is a sick person to talk to, Sam. Because I can sometimes be very boring in my video game stuff. In my opinion, Alpha is the ideal gamer. You are? You are. Do you want to know why, Alpha? Because you experiment, you try things, right? That's what the absolute thing that I respect about you, Alpha, is that you will try shit. Even if it's, you will build Battle Fury on Luna, right? You will do stuff that, in my mind, I'm like, this is just stupid. Why would a human being opt to do this? Like, if you just apply an ounce of thinking, you will realize that it's dumb. And I'm wrong sometimes, and you're right, and sometimes you're wrong and I'm right. But I respect the innovator in you. Sam, what do I get wires from again? Like, kind of, but I actually mean it. Dishes and boxes, thank you, thank you. Dishes, because my old man eyes have no problems finding them. We will all shame Sam though, because when he was in my chat, and I asked him what the scope was for his game, and he said far too large. And then in his Discord, someone asked him, and he goes, not large. Someone asked him like a comparison to another game, and he chickened out. That was complexity, not scope. Solo dev is rough. Sure. But this is fake. This is space and it's not for the weak, as we've established many times. Although, actually, I don't think anybody here was here for those streams. Hello, Jet. I did not get a lot of wires. Dishes, please. Also, we should go. The tape. The tape. It's an in-game sound. It's a blessed day. Something else that I had complained about with the game was that there was literally no sound. Except for the occasional sound of you shitting yourself. And I was like, my mans, I don't know if you've ever played a video game where there is just no sound, but it is a little mind-numbing. And they were like, yes, but it's in space. And I was like, yeah, but I'm a human, I'm not in space. So I appreciate some helping of my brain. So far, Sam has been very accommodating for a lot of these stuff that I have asked for and a lot of the feedback. So just stop for a moment and look. It's right there. I'm looking at it. Thank you, Sai. Oh. You're done. Oh, you're done. Okay. Turn on, turn on. Okay. Eat, drink. What else is new? Let's go take a look. Let's go and take a look. Mostly bug fixes? Alright. Let's go break the game. By abusing science and mathematics. Oh, what's wrong, Sam? Alright, chat. Do you know how angles work? And do you know how a circle works? These might sound like irrelevant topics right now, but they're about to become very, very relevant. Because if you don't know, when you have a small circle and you decide and you draw a line for the radius, you actually don't move all that much, right? Because in order to like navigate that circle, it doesn't take very much. But as you draw that line out, in order to reach, you know, to do like a 360 around it, you have to move a lot faster. Also, it has now begun, because now we are not hitting things dead on. Something has knocked us into a rotation, which means that it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. And so because of this, any amount of force applied is a lot with regards to your momentum. You know, normally this would be stopped by calculations of mass and volume, but when you only have a velocity and everything basically weighs the same, no matter how large it is, you're left in the realm of basically pure math. And pure math can be cruel to the solo game dev. I guarantee you this is something that Alpha would have found, though. Like 1000%. Other people were building up and like making a box that would catch all the debris. I had no interest in that. I am mostly doing this. I think I know what the crash is. So the other time I did this crashed pretty quickly. And I hope nothing hits this before I land back on it. Okay, good. I think that the crash has to do with, like, the debris field, doesn't it? No, maybe not. Because it goes in a circle. We don't actually end up moving a lot. We basically stay in place, because that's the middle. Right. Well, not actually the middle. The middle... We're actually, I think, closer to the end of the, like, generated world at any given moment. I can't believe it's taken this long for us to go supersonic. Well... No! This is what you get for writing your own physics. Is the center bit pinned in place? It's a huge danger to leave it in this situation. Which might be a use for the tether, but also we don't tether game. Might need some walls. Noted, noted. I believe that Sam is considering keeping this interaction in the game, but I don't think that they should. But also I understand that it's like potentially... I understand that it's not a priority, but I definitely see some people getting sick from this. And I think it kind of, like, limits a bit more, because, like, you can't be having... If people have, like, a big ship, you can't have, like, a ship. Instead of, like, this craft, once people get to the point where, you know, they're making, like a real thing, right? Then I think you start running into problems with having this kind of behavior stay. Debris should hit it ineffective, but it shouldn't... It shouldn't do what it does. Otherwise, how would you fly? Right? Like, at all. I agree, but also volume. I don't want to reach a point where I put, like, let's say I don't have enough metal. Sam, give me a debug thing that just gives me, like, 40 metal. Please. I beg you. Because there are too many times where I'm like, here is a situation that, like, when I look at it, or when I think about it, I'm like, this is something. This is why what I'm saying you should do should be done, so that you avoid like this weird, dumb thing. Because I am not a huge fan of doing weird and dumb esoteric things in video games. Okay, to be fair, sometimes I kind of like it. But sometimes, like, you make a house for NPCs in Terraria, and then you make the jail cells, right? The jail cell houses for them, and it's just awful. But I mean, that one's kind of fine because that one's more of like giving you a choice of what you decide to do with your life. Okay, so let me create the situation that I'm talking about real quick. By real quick, I mean not quick at all, because I need a lot more metal. I need a lot more metal. Because it all costs a lot. So everyone just chill. What happens if I drop my crowbar? Will another one spawn on something? Okay. So it just does a check. Okay. This might be enough. I need a 4x4 room. How if I just remove this? Okay, okay. No, we can't do that yet. Okay, so that's 3. Alright, we are now a 4. Also, we are spinning. Man, stuff is expensive. Whoa! Listen, I can't play the Interstellar soundtrack. That he is definitely you get he cares a lot. But of course, Alpha, I believe I'm the founder of this method. Cool. But I need to hurry up because we might be approaching Crashland. Also, Sam, I gotta ask. With this, are you going to allow us to have multiple ships? But I assume no, right? There's, like, actually, that's just, like, insane. What the hell? You're crazy. That's... You've given Alpha too much power. I guess that means you can make, like, a station, maybe? No. Maybe you misunderstood what I'm asking. Are you going to allow us to have multiple at the same time? Technically? Oh. Okay. That's too much power. Although, actually, it would be kind of sick for you to make, like, stations. Right? Because, again, I'm always under the assumption that eventually there's going to be, like, some sort of, you know, non-moving objects. Planets, moons, what have you. No! It's fine. All things that go around come around. As long as it doesn't hit something that slows it down. Did you update the lighting? It got slowed down. This seems different. No! I need that. Thank you. But also, Sam, if you didn't see Alpha's question from earlier, let me touch grass real quick. No. Is this going to remain heavily open-ended, or will there be an end goal to strive towards? Oh, this is so expensive. Just to demonstrate a point. Put more simply, and again, I apologize for the Raft comparison, is it going to be like Raft or like Space Engineers? Raft in that, like, hey, there's like follow like our path kind of deal, right? Or what I assume Space Engineers is based off of Alpha's description, which is like, hey, you exist, explore our mechanics. You have 3 biomes figured out so far and the skeleton of a story. Okay. I love the goals. I am not a huge fan of sandbox. As I said, alpha is the ideal gamer. When I think about alpha playing a video game, one of the most common thoughts I have is, I'm just happy to be here, to describe him. Alpha, you weren't here for my other videos. Also, Alpha, if you could just do me a solid and go hey, everyone watching the video, please go subscribe to my YouTube. I think the ideal place to be... I don't know. It's complicated. Because, like, I often kind of talk about... I like Terraria like a fuck ton more than Minecraft, right? I do have a YouTube, Wolf. I'll link it right now. Because I have 6 subscribers, and it kills me, because I spend a non-zero amount of time on it. And it kills me. Please, for the love of God. Thank you, Sam.
Remember to smash that like button.
Dude, you do not need to smash that like button.
Smash that like button, ring that bell.
More people have smashed the dislike button than the like button. No, there might be an equal number. Well, someone disliked the sorcery video, and I cannot fathom why.
Did it as a prank.
It was fucking Chancer.
It wasn't me.
He's doing a hit on me, man.
Not doing a hit on you, I'm not disliking your video.
I'm running out of oxygen.
Zeus might be cheating. I'm looking at a case, but he was reported for feeding, but I think he might be cheating instead. He's just going exactly to where all of the enemy wards are and just de-warding them with his thunderbolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
He bought bad items, though. Hard support, buys a Kaya. Doesn't upgrade it to an E-blade. Just doesn't do anything with it, actually.
It's also one of the reasons why I want Alpha to be in the in-house. It's because of the kind of gamer he is. I want these other in-house people.
Elder type.
Yeah.
Before the man who was a genius before his time, apparently.
Uh-huh. Other people follow the meta, Alpha makes the meta.
I mean, he was ahead of his time. Carry Elder Titan became
a thing not long after.
And it was long after.
It was not. It was less than a year.
It was not less than a year.
It was less than a year.
It was not.
It was.
It was not. It took way longer for people to wake up to Battle Fury on every hero and Elder Titan punching like that, at least.
Catch me!
Elder Titan is just, like, allowed to be a hero that, like, just gets to 2-hit people sometimes. And he's, like, one of the only heroes where I'm like, yeah, keep it that way.
Well, yeah.
You just gotta get stapled to destroy your You know.
I mean, if they were to change it, then they would have to change natural order.
Is it even natural order that's the problem? Doesn't he gain like a shit? Like it's
I mean,
natural
he
order
does.
and astral spirit.
Well, yes, but if you change natural order, it will kill it forever.
Well, I don't want it to be dead forever. I kind of like it. I just wish he couldn't get like a free BKB with his ass.
Yes, I think that's really the problem.
I do not like that we give heroes magic immunity like we do. You should have to buy a BKB like the rest of them.
Oh my god, I'm still trying to set up this thing to demonstrate just like a physics thing.
Physics thing?
Yes, I'm playing Life Not Supported, and I'm telling them, because we're going over the fact that you can just spin the ship, and it can become pretty wild because of how circles work, right? If you make a really long line, then, you know, it affects...
You could just, like, explain it, couldn't you?
Well, yes, but
So
that part...
the outside, the inside goes way fast.
No, if you rotate the inside at a constant degree, then the outside moves a lot faster.
Well, it's like the same thing, just like different things. You know, if the outside is going at a certain speed, that means the inside is going like way faster. I'm pretty sure.
No, the inside goes way slower.
I don't know if that's right, but I don't remember physics.
Hello, Jake. Well... Do I want to become famous? Absolutely!
In here, famous bot, have some fries.
Why am I giving him prize? Oh, no!
What's on?
We're back down to a normal amount of fries, alright?
Oh, okay. So you need me to order you some more.
I do need to put in an order. Thank you for reminding me, because I am out of milk. I am out of milk.
Even when is your fridge fixed now? Like, I know what happened, but like...
It's kind of fixed, alright? Ah! Alright, I have enough space to do it now. Now I just need like a little more metal, and I can describe the principle that I've been trying to do the whole time. That's not even the thing I'm trying to tell them, because I'm trying to tell them, because Alpha and Sam were like, yes, of course, we need to do like a mass calculation on the physics, right? So that like this tiny rock hitting you doesn't actually end up sending your ship spinning like at a gazillion miles per hour because of angular velocity.
Also, it's just how physics works with how you describe.
No, because...
Like, I know not just like a tiny rock, but like, you know,
yes.
your thing...
See, that's the thing. A mass calculation changes all of it, because then a tiny rock is not able to move the, you know, the whole thing as much as it does. Okay.
I got reported for griefing because he farmed an easy camp at 12 minutes.
So... This is the thing I also want like a volume check, because I don't want people to do this. I don't want people just to put a bunch of walls on the ceiling of their rooms to increase their mass, so that they don't vomit because an asteroid decided to hit their ship. Which is also why I want volume. But also, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, let's actually just let him do it. You've seen how much metal it's taken for me to collect to make a box.
And the silencer, pre-15 minutes, 0 in. Silencer post 15 minutes, buy shard. 5 minutes later, he's got 20 in.
Okay.
He plays like, he's played really badly, too. I don't think he deserves this much in.
So dumb.
What did you say?
I said he's so dumb.
So dumb.
He's not so smart.
Not so smart. I feel like Silencer can be a really good support, but I feel like everybody plays him really badly. I don't know why or how. Honestly, I feel like Silencer just like staying alive in a fight as a support is like enough like a pressure to bother the enemy team. That's the support. You just,
Not
like,
everyone
warn
else
you
is as
exist.
woke to losing intelligence as I have trained you to be.
I don't know, man. Just like do your warding and exist. Kill those items.
Wonder if he's griefing.
Well, first what he did was he dropped his items in a neutral camp, and then his teammate picked them up and brought them back to him, and then he killed them.
Alright, how much metal do I have? Sam, this stuff is so expensive. I just want a cheat code for metal, man. I didn't even know, this is the first time I've ever seen this. I didn't even know you could have a beta for demos on Steam.
They have a beta for a demo? But they just had, like a demo. You just upload it and go.
I don't know how much Steam lets you, like, actually update demos. I didn't think that they did.
I have seen a demo updated once, and I have also seen them just take down a demo once.
I've seen them take down many demos.
How are they gonna do that?
I wish that Steam let me keep demos even after I own the game.
Yeah.
I still...
By the way, that game that I wanted you to play the demo of that disappeared, that's in the Humble one.
I know. I was aware.
I think it's a cool game.
You can update the demo forever, but you won't? Well, obviously. There's gotta be a point where you see a return on this thing.
I mean, people make free games too sometimes. Oh my god, it's a Shadow Fiend that's not going the Yules. Let's go.
Alright, let's see. We are at 304... No, we're at 3,000 seconds. So that's what, 10 minutes? 30 minutes? Actually, wait, we can just Alt-Tab, scroll up.
So with Shadow Fiend with Shard, it says he can consume a soul per attack. Does it make something an orb? Or does he just do it always?
It makes it an orb. You
I was
can
under
choose.
the impression that it made it so like you always use souls.
No.
Oh, that's a cooldown. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know it's a little scary. Oh, you're losing your souls. But...
we're like 55 minutes since I started. Okay. I would definitely say that, like, the 20-minute crash is gone. I already see people asking for passive collection like the Nets and Raft, and I'm like, you guys don't understand what you're asking for.
But I love the net.
You thought it was a 40-minute crash? Oh. I think both of mine crashed at 20. Before. No. One of them crashed a lot earlier, but that was Beyblade stream. How many of these assets did you make yourself? Like, are you doing like all the modeling and stuff too? 0? Okay. Well. Listen, you don't need to say it's still a big time sink. I'm a developer. Nobody ever makes anything wholly original, but it still takes time. There was a time where Chancer did a job for these people for Gary's mod, and it was actually like one that took like a ton of work. And when he showed it to them, they claimed that he just stole everything, like he just used a bunch of other people's work and didn't do anything, and that they wouldn't pay him. And then I told him, you should literally just stop talking to these people. Isn't Gmod just stolen stuff anyway? Not really. Unless you mean, like, the fact that it's in source, then yes. But, I don't know, that's a weird way to look at it. But maybe that's actually a normal way to look at it, but my brain is just, I come from the golden age of modding. The game is very relaxed. And we can make a couple more. Come here. No. Don't ever let your feet leave. Although I guess we should see what happens when you tether out here, huh? Okay, so how would you feel if someone said to you, isn't Gary's mod just stolen stuff anyway?
Say it again?
Isn't Gary's mod just stolen stuff anyway?
I mean, kind of it is sometimes. I mean, a lot of the models are just, like, taken from other games, so... Code, no.
There you have it. And Chancer's he's only got a couple of hours in Gary's mod.
But I mean, like, they did, like, port those, some of the times they just, like, straight up remake the models and stuff. I don't know, is it stealing if you rip a model from another game and put it in, you know, as a mod?
Is it stealing? No, it's pirating.
It's copyright infringement.
I'm surprised that it hasn't crashed. I'm also surprised that we haven't really spun out of control as much. But it's only a matter of science. Until we get large enough that even with the reduced impact from asteroids, that the collision just sends us to the moon. Well, I mean, we can't have a YouTube video of this game end without a crash. I'm gaining on it, chat. Got it. I also have to find some new way to crash it. Nailed it. Damn, I'm good. Literally moving too fast for the build tool. Okay. I think that there's like some neat stuff that something like this could be left in, but not like this, right? I think that, and this is what I've been saying, so I'm not really saying this to Sam, but to everybody else, so that Alpha can agree with me and be like, out Bash is right. I think that the game should lean into the space stuff, the space physics. We do not live in space, so it's cool to interact with like the theoreticals, right? Of space physics and whatnot. My head is killing me. I'm just dying over here. Alpha, let's play a game together today.
This Bat Rider was reported for suspicious movements in cats, and he was not cheating. Instead, he just killed his items. Well, I guess he's reported for griefing instead.
I don't know what we're gonna play. We'll play something, Alpha.
A Back for Blood update not out yet?
It's not out yet, but I do want to return to Back 4 Blood. What are we playing? Raft as multiplayer? I was actually thinking about starting up a Raft playthrough with Alpha. But I don't know. We could... I'll give you some options, Alpha, when we get there, and then we'll decide then. Thus perpetuating the lie that I will do a shorter stream today.
This guy was reported at 0 seconds because he didn't pick up the enemy person won the click fight with the room.
What did you just say?
They reported him for feeding because of this.
What? Say that again?
So, there were 2 people standing at the rune at 0 seconds, and, the other person clicked on the rune first, so this guy got reported.
What?
Somebody reported him for feeding because he didn't pick up the rune fast enough.
Sam, you know what you should put in the game? It's just like a small Easter egg at the moment. You should literally just make, if they drop poop out in the world, you should just make it the poop emoji. You can have that idea for free. You can replace it later. I'm impressed it hasn't crashed yet. No silliness in this game. Excuse me. The space ant emote in your Discord? This there's no, that's where you say that's not in the game? I beg to differ. I've seen screenshots. Oh, too fast. So sometimes, Chancer, your craft just goes so fast that you slip off of it. But it's fine because, the way that the center is calculated, you're just gonna hit the other end of it, right? But sometimes it's going so fast that even though there's a wall, you just clip through it. Something's gonna happen first. Either we're gonna die or we're gonna crash the game. Alright. What game had the ants in it? It was RimWorld that I was talking about. About the 2 separate events I was talking about that I hate in RimWorld. which is where a conduit has exploded, and the giant ants, have just invaded your colony.
I thought these were like two related things.
No, they were two completely unrelated things.
Exploded led to ants.
Well, actually, they were not completely unrelated. It's the fact that there are two random events that just happened that there's really like nothing you can do about.
Oh, you can do stuff about the conduit.
No, you can't.
Just have you like build your base in such a way that like they cannot explode. I think.
Why don't you?
You have to, like put them in walls and shit. I think.
No, even in walls they can explode.
They don't. There's something about it you can stop. Like maybe it's just that the fire blows up. You can stop them from catching fire. But I don't remember.
RimWorld conduit explosions. Is there any way to avoid these? There is one way to prevent explosions. Have no batteries.
Oh.
So sure, Chancer, you can prevent it by having no energy storage. No energy storage.
I hear you on the infestations, though. They're kind of obnoxious. But...
Short circuit. A conduit can short circuit, damaging a random piece of conduit and discharging all connected stored power from batteries in an explosion proportional to the amount of charge. This damage can be mitigated by building walls over your power conduits, preventing fires, keeping critical areas and storage away from conduits, and disconnecting charged banks of batteries from the network. Oh, okay.
Just make it so you could like research a better conduit and build that. They have a research system in the game.
There are several. There are only ways to mitigate. There are no ways to solve the short circuits, except for not having any storage, I guess. But even then, based on the wiki post, I don't even know if you can do that.
Sounds like the solution is you mod the game and turn
it. It's just such an awful event. And like, so even like going with Chance's thing of like, yes, we've stopped the fire and all that, that's not my problem. My problem is the fact that the conduits are made out of such a limited amount of resources, and that like obtaining more of that resource is a bother.
I think later on you can get like infinite of it, unless I'm thinking of something else.
No, even later on, I would like it was.
Is it made out of like titanium?
Oh, it's just made out of like certain types of metals, but like even with trading, like.
Yeah, but like you got trading, I think you could do like a deep mining later, unless that's a mod. But
I think that's a mod, brother.
Let me go check. It's made out of steel. Let's go check steel. This wiki is not very useful. Extracted from steel slag things, electric smelter. Research construction of deep drills in mid-late game allows extraction of large deposits underground. Although steel is common on most maps, it is still a limited resource and should not be used carefully. You can do some drilling. Not always like work though.
Yeah, but it's just like a dumb drain. It's a dumb drain.
I mean, yeah, it is dumb. It's not really any reason to just have your electronics explode when you've done nothing wrong. And it would probably also help if it wasn't so like common. I feel like it happens like all the time.
And I think from what I remember, it checks per wire.
It just sounds unoptimized.
Meaning that like the larger your base gets, the more common it becomes.
That's true. I just don't have any power then. The Ultra Kill Man released a soundtrack for the upcoming thing. It sounds like there's gonna be some piano in the next soundtrack. I'm interested in that.
It's the final chapter?
No.
I thought you said this was the last one.
I don't think it's the last one, but I could check.
Did you call it overkill?
No, I called it Ultra Kill!
Are you sure?
It's gonna be 3 acts.
It's hard for me to imagine the game like finishing that soon.
It's not gonna finish soon. I mean, it's like worked on by one guy.
No, I mean, as in like, in terms of like, I can't imagine this next act being the second to last one.
Well, the thing is that, like, this is just part of the second to last act, I think, because I'm pretty sure Greed is part of Act 2 as well, and we got that a while ago. The game is gonna be short. But also it's gonna have, you know, like, custom map support.
Supposedly.
He's given the editor to people. I've seen people, like, make full maps that you just can't, like, just put videos up, make their own music. They're insane. Like, literally no way to play the things, but, like, they exist.
Chance of a kill for it. I have 8 subscribers now. Let's go. Thank you, Alpha and Wolf.
Creating maps. I don't know how to do it. Is it with a program? I really want to do it, but I don't know how. It's a closed beta, so only a few people get to use the level editor. But you can apply for it with this Google Doc.
As part of the doc, it asks you if you P-ranked the game.
It's so hard to P-rank the game, dude. You don't even know. You haven't seen the secret shit yet. Gabriel's only hard for you to P-rank because of the wall.
Wait, that's my poop over there.
It's your poop.
It's my poop.
How long until the...
I have to crash the game or die.
Crash it fast?
I'm trying. You don't understand. Metal is... It takes 4 metal to make 1 part of the craft in this game, and...
Well, let's pop up in a Grubby video then.
Not follow Grubby anymore, just Grubby.
Just a Grubby, that's weird. I don't like that.
Yeah, I do kind of miss the follow.
How am I supposed to know what to do if it's just a Grubby?
I know! I think every time I enter his chat now, I'm just gonna be like, I had to unfollow because I lost the instruction. I had to come here manually. Some debris hit my ship, so it's no longer spinning, but I'm off in space waiting for it to arrive back at me. Guess I'll walk! Like a pleb. No! No! That's why you tether kids? Can the tether handle speeds of this magnitude? That's been on my list to test. Nope, that's what I thought. Hell, the tether couldn't handle my normal speed. Okay. It's tether time. Because maybe we can break this. Yep, 15 meters. Yep, 15 meters. How do you extend the tether? How do you untether the boat? You just move away and then... It is peaceful. One meter. Also, this is a small detail. You should actually be accelerating as you retract the tether. Right? I don't think the code accelerates me. It has to be because I'm reaching 1 and then it stops, right? Because now I think we're going faster. No, we're not. Chance, I gotta think of another way to crash the game. I was thinking about that, but that was a last resort. Oh, that's a lot of oxygen. No! Never should have tethered, man. I feel like I'm moving slower now. That's because I'm moving away from the sun. It's because I'm moving away from the sun. Everything costs so much metal. Alright. It's my poop! Mr. Afro? Mr. Afro? Who's Mr. Afro? Are they in the channel? I don't see any.
I'm watching this Grubby video, and I think he brought peons with his army just so huntresses would have less valuable units.
Based.
Choosing the peons as a meat shield.
In a way.
It's like literally what he's doing.
You had a Japanese player play the game? You love to see it? I think I'm gonna die before I crash the game. Because I gotta hurry up. No! No! Yes! I pooped. Now the screen is too bright. I can't tell what's ice anymore. That's ice. Not dead. No. Absolutely not. In fact, I was thinking that you could even cut it after like the first breath, but I don't know. Ask other people about that. That one's one you should probably get like larger feedback on. I'm fine with it as it is, or maybe even shorter, but I'm also a weirdo. Chance, remember the breathing in Back 4 Blood? Alright, I admit defeat. This will be the first life not supported that I end without a crash. It is time to die. I have a couple more ideas, but they would just require me to get too much metal to attempt. I was thinking about building a lot higher and then basically filling in a bit more just to see what really happens if we start catching a bit more debris. But on like a conflicting angle, right? I just need like a faster way of acquiring like a ton of metal. Like a ton of the experimentation stuff is just like, man, like I think that this is something that's worth testing, but I can't collect that like metal by hand, you know? You have died. As it says on the screen, chat, and also potentially many YouTube viewers. By many, I mean 0. The game is in early access. Well, not early access. It's a very early version, not early access. 2 different things. You can join his Discord. I'll consider linking the Discord in the description. But I'll for sure link you to the game page, which will link you to the description. And wishlisting it. Wishlisting helps on Steam for smaller games. It does stuff to the Steam algorithm, because Steam is more likely to recommend games to people as it is more wishlisted. I believe. But if some of you are watching the video, thanks for watching, and I'm sorry. Bye!